Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Anna Jolene and I'm the author of the Glorium Sea series as well as the MOONRISE Beach series. So I'm here with another one of my 2023 planners. So if you guys missed last week, I did upload a flip through of my A6 ring setup in my VDS Senior Poussiere. Definitely check that out if you guys missed it. It is the first planner that is going to be in my 2023 planner system. And here today I have another planner that I want to share with you guys today. So this is the second planner that I will be using for next year. And surprisingly, it is a traveler's notebook. So it's been quite a few years since I've used a traveler's notebook. If you kind of rewind a few years back, I remember really falling in love with the brand Foxy Fix. There was a huge boom in traveler's notebooks at the time, and I really loved the pocket size and B6 traveler's notebooks. But it's been quite a few years since I've been in a standard size TN. So it's going to be quite interesting to see if this system works for me because, like I said, it has been such a long time. But I did remember really loving the standard size, especially for lists. I had used a standard size TN to keep track of all the books that I read in a year. So if you guys don't know, I am an author and I'm also a professional book reviewer. At the time when I was using the standard TN, I had my own successful book blog and I was reading quite a lot of books a year, around 400 books a year, and so I wanted a place to keep track of that, and that was working for me great. However, I have since switched up that system and now I do my reading journal tracking in a Hobonichi Weeks. So this is the one for this year, but I do have a 2023 Marie Weeks that I'm setting up for next year, and I will share how I'm going to be transforming the grid pages at the back of the regular weeks into a reading journal. So that will be in a different video, but since I knew that I loved listing in a standard size traveler's notebook, it's very narrow, so it's great for lists. I wanted to try this out for my shop. So as you guys know, I do have a sticker shop and I also have printables included in that shop. So if you guys are interested in any of the stickers or the printables that I have in my shop, you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off, and I will leave a link to my shop down below for you guys. Last year, I kind of toyed with different planners. I used an A5 wide rings for a while, a B6 Stology, an Erin Condren 7x9 hourly planner, and I'm still on the hunt for the perfect shop planner. I just want something that is a little bit more compact perhaps, but still gives me a lot of room to create lists and keep track of my schedule. So this is what I have come up with. This is a Travelers Company standard size TN and it's in the color camel. I do have an unboxing of this planner already. So if you guys want to see that, you can check back on my videos on this channel. I have switched out the elastic here for the green one because I really like the contrast of the brown and the green. And then I do have this little charm here. This is off of a paper clip. And instead of having it dangling on the side, I took it off and I just added it here. It's like a little bow with a pearl. It's really cute. And then here I just have one of the mini gold ollie clips kind of holding something in there. So I do have the matching camel pen loop. This is something that you have to purchase separately, but I have just added that there. And I think it's very functional to have a pen with me. The pen that I have currently with this planner is a Sailor fountain pen. This is one of my newest Sailor pens. It's a little cool in the rose quartz color. So it looks like this, and I do have it in the medium fine nib, and inside I have a Ferris wheel press Lady Rose ink. So it's a kind of like pinky mauve color with a bit of shimmer. It's very, very beautiful. So if you guys want to see a unboxing of this pen, I do have it up on my channel actually, and I do have a video of me inking it up. So I keep that in here. It sits pretty nicely in this little pen loop, and I love it. I think it looks really cute there. So let's get into this journal. So my Ollie clip is holding this little bookmark in place. This is something that I made myself, and I just used some flowers that I received from some friends and family when my mom passed away. It was very special for me to receive those gifts. I really appreciate the fact that they were thinking about me during this tough time, and so I didn't want to just throw the flowers away, so I pressed them and then I made this kind of bookmark. So I have made a few of these, and you'll see them in several of my other planners, but it's just a little reminder that, you know, I am loved, that people are thinking about me, and I can still keep going. So I love to see that there. My first thing that I have here is one of the zippered pockets. So if I go to the back, you can see that there's a zippered part here, and then this part is just a wide opening. So what I've done is I put some decorative paper. This is from my shop, and I just added a couple of die cut. These are freebies from Sweet Deer Stationery, which I do PR for. So if you guys are interested in the vellum that you'll see that I have in this planner, you guys can use the code ANNA15. And then I have one of my journaling cards. So I do sell these printable journaling cards and prompts in my shop. And this is the journaling card for the personal growth journaling prompt kit. So it comes with 6 cards. 3 of them have the journaling prompts, which I will show you in a second. This one is the journaling card, so it has a quote on it. And then you do get another card that has a place for you to write out your goals, and then another card that has some positive affirmations. So next year I'm hoping to journal a lot more. It's one of the things that I kind of struggled to keep up with this year because I was so busy, but I really want to get back into journaling. So I've created these prompts that I'm going to be using next year to help me with that. So I'm hoping that by having these prompts in my planners and journals, I'll be able to get back into that habit. So once again, this is the journaling card from the Personal Growth Printables. So I have that there, and then in the inside, we do have these 3 card slots. So here I just have a business card at the back, and then I have some stickers. So these are the mini doodle stickers that I have in my shop. They fit really nicely in this card holder, so I have that, and then I just have a little die cut there. In this one I have some Kita washi. This one's super pretty with all the gold foiling, so I keep that in there. I have another die cut from Sweet Deer Stationery and some more of my stickers, so I have those handy. So once again, if you guys are interested in any of the stickers from my shop, you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. So next up, I have an actual insert here. This insert is from the Traveler's Company, and this one is called the Free Weekly, and this is the vertical version. So it does have this beautiful cover on it. I just love this green color, and I have decorated just slightly here. You do get a blank page, and then you have this vertical perpetual calendar. So I'm going to be using this to keep track of my daily sales in my shop. So that is what I'm going to be using this for. And then this is what the weekly spread looks like. So it's a vertical format. You do get the hours there. It goes from Monday to Sunday, and it is undated. You can get a dated version from Traveler's Company, but I wanted this version because I do like to have the blank sidebar here. I'm going to be using this to keep track of my to-dos for the week. Then in this top box here, I will be putting down what I have going on that day and keep an hourly account of what I do for my shop this day. So this will not be for my job as an author or any other responsibilities that I have, like my reviewing gig or even YouTube. This will only be for my shop. And then I do have some space here at the bottom for notes. I do have this bookmark here. This is from Midori, and I have it here in the copper, and that just marks my top page. So this notebook here is enough for 6 months. So I will have 6 months in here, and then I will purchase another one of these inserts for the following 6 months of the year. Then inside here, I do have a little tip in. This is an insert from my shop. So I do sell printable TN inserts, and this is from the floral collection. I really love this floral pattern. I think it looks amazing with this cover here. And this is the same pattern that I do have here in the front as well. But I created this TN cover. As you guys can see, you do have that kind of vintage feel with these florals. And this is what the insert looks like. So it's a floral insert here. So you get those two embellishments there in the corners, but you do get a really nice grid. So I kept this in the middle of my weekly so that I can do my weekly reviews in here. I really like to have some grid paper for weekly reviews. So after the week is done, I will be doing a weekly review just to reflect on the week and also migrate any incomplete tasks so that I can use it to set up my following week. So just by having a few pages of this grid insert in the middle of my weekly insert, it allows me to just keep track of that kind of information. So I just have that here in the center, as you guys can see, and then the back here we have the rest of the weeklies. I do have this little ollie clip. This is from Filofax. I really like it. It matches the color of this setup really nicely. And then this is the back of the zippered pocket. So in here I have a few things. I have this journaling card that just says I am beautiful and a quote there, which I really like. I have these Midori writing markers, and essentially these are just mini post-it notes. They're very, very tiny, so I like to use this in the monthly section, so I'll show you how I use that in just a second. And then I do have these two mini calendars. So these came with my pocket moleskin planner, and what I did was I just cut it up, and I'm just going to use these as a little reference for my calendar because my inserts in here are undated. So I just need a small calendar in here. So that is what I'm using that for. And then on the opposite side, I do have some other stuff. So here are the journaling prompts from the Personal Growth Collection. So like I said, these are the 3 journaling prompts that you would get if you purchase this printable. So these are just some prompts that I'm going to be using in here. So I want to keep that handy. And you can tip those into your notebooks. And then I just have another little quote card here. So once again, if you guys are interested in these printable journaling prompts, you can find them in my shop, and you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. The next thing that I have in here is this craft folder. I got this off of Amazon, so I will link it down below. But in here, I just have some of the deco stickers. These are from my shop, and I'm just going to use them to decorate some of my pages in here. So again, you can use the code on my stickers, and then I just have a list of things to do. This is off of a Rae Dunn notepad, so it says shop there, so I really like it for this planner, and then also take note. So I just have a couple of those in here, and they fit pretty nicely in this craft folder, so I keep that in there. And then in the back of my craft folder, I don't really have anything else other than the little pamphlets that came with my traveler's notebook. And then in the center of this section, I do have this vellum. This vellum is from my shop. And what I did was I added a little bit of this lace trim just by gluing it there. So it just adds a nice little feminine touch. And actually I love it because when you close the planner, you can still kind of see the lace. So I really, really love that. So in here, I just have some sticky notes, and I decorated this front bit. This is the paper clip that actually had this charm on it. So I didn't like it here on the side, so I removed it from this paper clip and put the charm here. And I'm using this paper clip now to hold my printable for my goals of the month. So again, this is part of that printable kit if you order it from my shop. And this is a blank one where you can write out your own goals. And I kept that here because this is my monthly calendar. So once again, Traveler's Company do have a dated version, but the reason why I wanted a undated version is because I want this sidebar space. So in the dated version, they have a bunch of calendars here, so you lose that space. Whereas I need some space here on the side to plan out my new releases for my shop. So what I'm going to be doing is anytime I come up with a collection that I want to release, I will be putting them on these little Midori sticky notes, and they fit perfectly in the boxes of the monthly. So those came from here that I just showed you. So I'm going to be dating this, and what's nice about this is you can choose if you want a Monday or a Sunday start yourself because it's completely blank. So you have some note space at the bottom and then a whole monthly spread. And like I said, I'm going to be utilizing this sidebar space. And again, I have another one of those Midori clips there at the top. And that is everything. So you have enough for a whole year, and you actually do get a few blank pages there at the back. So you can use that for a monthly review if you want. I think that's what I'm going to be using mine for. Okay, and now we're on to the last insert here at the back. And I do have this vellum. This vellum is from Sweet Deer Stationery. So I have that wrapped around my last insert, and I just added more of that lace trim, but I added it on the top just for something different. And then here is one of the cards once again from that personal growth principle. This is the positive affirmations page, and what I did was I just used a little bit of washi and I just stuck it onto my blank insert so that I can always see it, and if I want to I can switch it out, but I really like how these florals match the vellum here. It's really pretty. So this is my blank insert, and this is the insert that came with this planner, and in here I've been keeping track of all of the SKUs for the sticker kits in my shop, and I just list out all of them here. So as you guys can see, I've been using it already, and I just decorate with a little bit of washi. So this washi is from the Pink Room Co. and also Simply Gilded. So I will be continuing to use this. So as I create kits and assign a SKU number for it, I will be writing it down here. So like I said, I really like using the standard size for lists because it is so narrow and long. I feel like you can fit a ton of information on one page. So this is how I'm keeping track of that information for my shop. I found that this is the best way to do it so far. So I have that insert, and then actually tucked in between this insert, once again, I have another printable from my shop. This is also from the floral collection, but instead of grid, we do have a line section. So because I suck at writing on blank pages when it is longhand writing, I prefer line. So I just created this floral line insert, so you have like the gold florals all around it, and then you do get this beautiful cover. I really like how vintage it looks. It's really pretty. So I have this once again in my shop, so you can choose either from the lined or I do have the grid version. And the covers are slightly different, so I'll show you. This one has like a pink oval with the florals, and then this one has the kind of mauve or purple, and then this one has the green in the florals, and this one has the, what is this color? Kind of like maroon-ish. Yeah, it's really pretty. So once again, I just have that lined insert in the middle of the blank one, just for any notes. So anything that pops into my mind, I will be adding here, and I can always refill this part by printing out more and just adding it into this insert here. And then this is just the back of that vellum, and that is it, guys. I don't have any pockets, which is a little different for me. Normally I would immediately put on a pocket here, but I find that having the zippered pocket and even the craft folder in here is enough for me. So that is kind of unbelievable, but it's working. So I'm really excited. As you guys can see, it's a very simple setup, and I think it's going to be really functional for me. I really like this size because it's not too big. I do get the height of an A5 planner, but it's not as wide, and so I think that's why it's easier for me to carry around. I really like how nice and soft this leather is. It has like a suede finish to it, so it just feels so luxurious. The camel is definitely my favorite when it comes to the traveler's notebooks. I just feel like I gravitate to this color a lot. I even have it in Passport, so I will be sharing my Passport TN setup next week. So if you guys are interested in another traveler's notebook flip through and setup, then don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified of when that video will go up. But that is my second planner of my 2023 planner system. This one, like I mentioned, is for my shop. If you guys are interested in the stickers from my shop or any of the inserts that I shared, you can find them in my shop, and don't forget to use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. I do have TN inserts for other sizes as well, so if you're not in standard size, I do have them for Passport TN, Pocket TN, A6 TN, and Hobonichi Weeks TN. So check out my shop if you guys are interested in that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!